हमने एक पोर्शन लिया हुआ है वो, इधर बीच में मैं थोड़ा सा डिटेल्ड स्टडी के पैटर्न को लेके चल रहा था, खास करके आपका कुछ ऐसी चीजें थी जो हम लोगों ने हिस्ट्री में तो पढ़ा था, लेकिन वो जो है फैक्ट से रिलेटेड था, उसमें क्रिटिकल एनालिसिस नहीं था। तो इधर नाउ अडेज आई हैव टेकन सम पार्ट, या यू कैन से कि सम टॉपिक्स इन विच यू विल कम टू नो आई एम गोइंग इन अ वेरी डिटेल्ड वे। एक उसका क्रिटिकल एनालिसिस लेते हुए हमने किया हुआ है। तो आज की क्लास में मैंने प्यूरिटनिज्म एक टॉपिक है, उस प्यूरिटनिज्म में कैसे क्या टाइप का क्वेश्चन नेट में बनेगा, या किस तरह के क्वेश्चंस के लिए हमें प्रिपेयर रहना चाहिए और किसी कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जामिनेशन में। तो आई हैव टेकन दैट टॉपिक एंड आई विल सेंड यू पीडीएफ फाइल। मैंने 3 भेजा हुआ है, लेकिन एक ही मैं आपके प्लेटफॉर्म पे डिस्कस करूंगा, दो मैं दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे डिस्कस करूंगा, लेकिन उसका वीडियो मैं आपको भेज दूंगा। तो रमा ने भी ज्वाइन कर लिया, अभी मनीषा ने ज्वाइन किया था, आई डोंट नो व्हाट हैपेंड विद हर, वो नहीं है। तो शेयरिंग विद यू पीडीएफ फाइल, and here you will come to know about features of Puritan age. One thing I would like to tell you, today I have taken a topic that is the Puritan age or features of Puritan age. First, I would like to explain the basic characteristics of Puritan age. After it, I will tell you what the points do you get. So here, let me tell you one significant point. Let me tell you one important point, and what is that? Key, if you go with Puritan age, if you take this topic, what the things you have to keep in mind? When I talk about Puritan age, it means that this is an age which covers the period from 1625 to 1660। अगर आप जब भी प्यूरिटन एज की बात करेंगे तो हमेशा ध्यान में रखना है कि 1625 से लेकर के 1660 ईस्वी तक ये प्यूरिटन एज आता है। If you talk about Puritan age, if you go with this topic, ki I have to take Puritan age, yeah, we have to talk about Puritan age. In my previous lecture, which I delivered on another platform, but I just shared ki Milton as a Puritan poet, yeah, Reformation or Renaissance ka impact on Milton. I just shared yesterday. I shared video and PDF file also. उसी का एक केवल हिस्सा मैंने आई हैव टेकन ओनली द प्यूरिटन एज और प्यूरिटन मूवमेंट। So you will come to know when I talk about Puritan age, it covers the period from 1660, 1625 to 1660। जो Puritan age है, in this age you find three significant points, three important points। और वह क्या क्या चीजें होती है कि 1625 से 1649 तक, आई एम राइटिंग हियर कि फ्रॉम 1625 टू 1649, 1625 से लेकर 1649 ईस्वी तक का जो पीरियड है, उसको हम किसके नाम से जानते हैं? उसको हम कैरोलिन एज के नाम से जानते हैं। कैरोलिन एज फ्रॉम 1625 टू 1629, इट इज नोन एज कैरोलिन एज। नंबर वन पॉइंट। तो जो कैरोलिन एज रहा है, इस कैरोलिन एज का बादशाह कौन था? इस कैरोलिन एज का जो बादशाह था, दैट वाज चार्ल्स फर्स्ट। इसका मतलब इस समय जो कैरोलिन एज था, जो राजा आए थे, उनका क्या नाम था? चार्ल्स फर्स्ट। ये तो प्यूरिटन एज का एक हिस्सा आई हैव टेकन। व्हाट आई हैव टेकन? आई हैव टेकन कि व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट प्यूरिटन एज कवर्स द पीरियड फ्रॉम 1625 टू 1660। And when I talk about Puritan age, they remember that who was the king? The king was Charles I. But here, this Charles I was assassinated in 1649। चार्ल्स फर्स्ट का 1649 में क्या हो गया था? एजाजिनेशन। ASSASINATION। एजाजिनेशन का मतलब होता है हत्या। जब किसी बड़े आदमी की हत्या होती है, मिनिस्टर्स की, किंग्स की, आप लैंडलॉर्ड्स की, उसके लिए जो वर्ड यूज किया जाता है वो क्या होता है? एजाजिनेशन। तो चार्ल्स फर्स्ट का 1649 में एजाजिनेशन होता है, या ही वाज ब्रूटली मर्डर्ड। उसके बाद जब ये हत्या होती है, तो इस हत्या के बाद पॉलिटिकली अगर आप देखेंगे, जो सिंहासन आता है एक दूसरे आदमी के हाथ में आता है। यू विल कम टू नो कि जो सिंहासन संभालते हैं इंग्लैंड का, वो कौन संभालते हैं? ओलिवर क्रॉमवेल। CROMWELL। ओलिवर क्रामवेल ने जब शासन संभाला चार्ल्स फर्स्ट की मर्डर के बाद, देन यू विल कम टू नो, वो जो टाइम है वो क्या है, 1649 से लेकर के 1660 तक। 1649 से लेकर 1660। इट मीन्स दैट की प्यूरिटन एज इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू पीरियड, टू स्मॉल पीरियड्स। नंबर वन, कैरोलिन एज, 1625 से 1649। नंबर टू, वो आपका कॉमनवेल्थ पीरियड, और वो जो कॉमनवेल्थ पीरियड है उसमें कौन लीडरशिप करता है, ओलिवर क्रामवेल। तो ओलिवर क्रामवेल का जो 1649 से 1660 का टाइम है, इस पीरियड को किसके नाम से जाना जाता है, दिस पीरियड इज नोन एज कॉमनवेल्थ पीरियड। इस पीरियड को किसके नाम से जाना जाता है, इट इज नोन एज कॉमनवेल्थ पीरियड, COMMON, कॉमनवेल्थ period. This period is known as Commonwealth period. And here you find कि when I talk about Commonwealth period, this the when I talk about Commonwealth period, then remember that Commonwealth period means what? Commonwealth period means two important things. And what are these two important things? Commonwealth period means number one, यू हैव टू नो अबाउट ओलिवर क्रामवेल, जो कि 1649 से 1658 तक है। फिर उसके बाद ये किसका समय रहेगा, ओलिवर का, ओलिवर क्रामवेल, सी से क्रामवेल। ओलिवर क्रामवेल 1649 से लेकर 1658 ईस्वी तक। इन 1658 ही डाइड। आफ्टर हिज डेथ हु केम, रिचर्ड क्रामवेल। ओलिवर क्रामवेल की मौत के बाद, 1658 में ओलिवर क्रामवेल की मौत हो जाती है। उनकी मौत के बाद कौन आता है, उनकी मौत के बाद रिचर्ड क्राउन, CROMWELL। तो रिचर्ड क्रामवेल का जो टाइमिंग है 1658 से 1660, इसका मतलब क्रोनोलॉजिकली अगर आप देखेंगे, तो क्रोनोलॉजिकली ये है कि अगर आप ओलिवर क्रामवेल की बात नहीं करते हैं, अगर आप रिचर्ड क्रामवेल की बात नहीं करते हैं, तब अगर आप वो चार्ल्स फर्स्ट की नहीं बात करते हैं, इट मीन्स दैट कि चीजें कंप्लीट नहीं होगी। वी मस्ट टॉक अबाउट हु, वी मस्ट टॉक अबाउट रिचर्ड क्रामवेल, वी मस्ट टॉक अबाउट ओलिवर क्रामवेल, वी मस्ट टॉक अबाउट आपका चार्ल्स फर्स्ट। तो चार्ल्स फर्स्ट का जो टाइम है 1625 से 1649, उसको कैरोलिन एज कहा गया। और इसके अलावा अगर आप देखेंगे कि 1625 से 1649, ये तो आपका कैरोलिन एज के नाम से जाना जाता है। उसके बाद जब उनकी हत्या हो जाती है, व्हेन चार्ल्स फर्स्ट वाज assassinated, you will come to know Oliver Cromwell and Richard Cromwell came. This is what, this you will come to know कि these are the significant points, and these significant points when I go, you will come to know कि in what way these points are significant, in what way these points are important. You will come to know कि these points are highly significant, these points are highly important, because it shows the political humdrum, it shows the chaotic situation. Charles first was murdered and court kingship was challenged। जो राजशाही सत्ता थी उसको चैलेंज किया ओलिवर क्रामवेल ने, और वहां की जनता ने राजा की हत्या करके उनको भगा दिया। लेकिन ये तो सब आपको एक क्रोनोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में कुछ डेट्स है जो आपको बताई जा रही है, लेकिन इसके अलावा कुछ और भी चीजें उस समय हुआ था जो हम सबको पता होना चाहिए। वो चीज क्या हुआ था, एक तो सबसे पहला चीज की थिएटर वॉज बैंड, थिएटर वॉज बैंड, BANNED। कई बार ये बात हो चुकी है। इन 1614, 1642 में थिएटर को बैन कर दिया गया। और थिएटर के बैन करने के पीछे एक मात्र रीजन था, एक मात्र कारण था। व्हाट वाज दैट रीजन, दैट रीजन वाज कि पीपल वर अल्टीमेटली, चार्ल्स the first thought that people are against me, if the people gather at a particular place they can revolt against me, this is why theater was banned। तो एक सबसे पहला जो सिग्निफिकेंट पॉइंट आता, दैट वाज द बैनिंग ऑफ थिएटर। वह जो क्या था, वह जो है बैनिंग ऑफ थिएटर था। सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, व्हेन थिएटर वाज बैंड इन 1642, जब थिएटर को 1642 ईस्वी में बंद कर दिया गया, तो थिएटर को बंद करने के बाद 1643 ईस्वी में, 1643 में, in 1643, in 1643, what happened in 1643, you will come to know, press was censorship. Press was censorship. Censorship. Press was censorship. In 1643, press was censorship. If you go with this point, if you go with this these points, you have to remember ki, why I have taken this age and why this age is significant, and what do you find? If you go with the date 1642 में theater was banned, 1643 में press was censorship, and 1649 में king was assassinated, then you find Commonwealth period from 1649 to 1660, then you find the Oliver Cromwell from 1649 to 1658, then you find Richard Cromwell from 1658 to 1660. These things. When press was censorship, this time the leading poet was who? This time the leading poet was जॉन मिल्टन। जॉन मिल्टन stood in favor of press, और उन्होंने क्या किया? मिल्टन ने इस मिल्टन a book wrote a book एरियोपैजिटिका। एरियोपैजिटिका, और जो उन्होंने एरियोपैजिटिका लिखा, ये कब आता है? 1644 ईस्वी में आता है। When Milton wrote this book, Milton wrote a book Areopagitica, you will come to know कि this particular book, this particular thing, where I talk about, where I go with this thing, you will come to know कि writing Areopagitica means what? Writing Areopagitica means Milton voiced, या Milton raised his voice in favor of the freedom of press. So this book is not only important कि it's a prose work of John Milton, but this book is important because in this book Milton supported, Milton said that press should not be banned. Banning press means that you are killing the ideas of a writer, and killing the ideas of a writer means कि murdering of an author. अगर आपने प्रेस पर प्रतिबंध लगा दिया, तो आपने लोगों के विचारों पर प्रतिबंध लगा दिया, और लोगों के विचारों पर प्रतिबंध लगाने का मतलब यह है कि राइटर की हत्या करना है। तो आप ये देखेंगे कि प्रेस, इस बुक के आने के बाद जो प्रेस के ऊपर बैन था वो हटा लिया गया। इसके अलावा इंग्लैंड में इसी समय यू विल कम टू नो, एंड व्हाट डू यू फाइंड कि इंग्लैंड में इसी समय यू फाइंड कि सिविल वॉर, यू फाइंड व्हाट, यू फाइंड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ सिविल वॉर, CIVIL, civil war. And this civil war, it took place in 1642. Civil war, it took place in 1642. You find that कि इंग्लैंड में सिविल वार का कॉन्सेप्ट आया, और यह जो सिविल वार था, यह कब आता है? 1642 ईस्वी में आता है। When you go with this point, then you have to link a very significant point, कि अगर मैं आपसे ये बात करता हूँ कि 1625 से लेकर 1660 तक who was the leading poet of England, you will come to know John Milton was the leading poet of England. If I ask a question, John Milton was a poet, but what type? John Milton was a poet of what type of poet? A poet of Puritan age who has picked up the subject matter. And what subject matter? He has picked up the subject matter of what? He has picked up religious subject matter. उन्होंने जो subject matter लिखा था या लिया था, वह कौन सा subject matter था? Religious subject matter था। Even you will come to know, if you go with Paradise Lost, if you go with Paradise Regained, if you go with uh, On His Blindness, if you take any other poem of that man, you will come to know what? you will come to know there was what? There was a religious subject matter. And in that religious subject matter, you find that he just tells who is a true devotee in the eye of God, who is a true devotee in the eye of God. If you take these points, here I would like to explain what? Here I would like to explain just this particular sheet. तो इतना बताने का मतलब यही था कि if I am talking about Puritan age, if I am talking about Commonwealth period, if I am talking about Caroline age, if I'm talking about Charles the First, Oliver Cromwell, Richard Cromwell, theatre was banned, press was censorship, civil war started in 1642. Then these were only the important dates, but I didn't discuss with you the literary characteristic of that age. And you must know कि the political situation or the social condition of any age, always you find it influences the literary work of that age. If any literature was written, then you will come to know in that literature there will be the reflection of the economic condition, social condition, culture, political humdrum. These things you will find. So I have shared with you what I have shared with you this particular sheet, and just I want to discuss with you, and just I want to tell you ki what we have to remember. Now, here I want to tell you, and what is that thing? That thing is ki if you go, तो इन दिस शीट यू फाइंड कि प्यूरिटन्स जो जो प्यूरिटन्स का कॉन्सेप्ट है उसको किया गया है, और उसमें मैं थोड़ा सा पढ़ रहा हूँ, आपको उसको ध्यान में रखना है। और वह क्या चीजें हैं? एक तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है कि इफ एनी क्वेश्चन कम्स वेदर इन अ डिटेल्ड वे और इन एनी अदर फॉर्म, यू हैव टू रिमेम्बर दैट कि फीचर्स ऑफ प्यूरिटन एज इन इट्स ब्रॉडेस्ट सेंस, द प्यूरिटन मूवमेंट may be regarded as a second and greater Renaissance. जो प्यूरिटन मूवमेंट था यह क्या था? इट वाज अ सेकेंड एंड ग्रेटर रिनेशा। ध्यान में रखिएगा, इफ इट इज सेड कि which age या which movement can be regarded as a second and greater Renaissance, that is a Puritan movement। एक सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन, if anyone asks you what is Puritan movement, then you will come to know कि this Puritan movement what in its broadest sense, the Puritan movement may be regarded as a second and greater Renaissance, a rebirth of the moral nature। सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज ये है कि प्यूरिटन मूवमेंट में जिस चीज का रीबर्थ हुआ है वह क्या है? मॉरल नेचर। If you remember these points, you will never forget. Whether you talk about John Milton's Paradise Lost, John Milton's Paradise Regained, whether you talk about On His Blindness, you find what? You find a moral upliftness. You find uplifting of morality, you find uplifting of goodness, and you find uplifting of virtue. So what you find there? You find moral upliftness. So if you go with this sheet, in this sheet, what I have mentioned the basic characteristics of Puritan age, but I also discussed with you what happened during Puritan age. So Puritan age, it is known as second Renaissance, या greater second and greater Renaissance. Why? Because in Puritan age there was the rebirth of moral nature, and in Renaissance, there was the rebirth of humanism, intellectualism, liberalism, and cult of beauty. So, if I talk about Renaissance, Renaissance was an intellectual movement, while Reformation was a religious movement. Yeah, Reformation or Puritan age. In this age, you find a rebirth or revival of moral nature of man फॉलोइंग द इंटेलेक्चुअल अवेकनिंग। एंड विद उसमें उसमें क्या था? दूसरा क्या पॉइंट था? इंटेलेक्चुअल अवेकनिंग। So when I talk about reformation, I must talk about Renaissance, because when you talk about Renaissance reformation, you find two important things. Number one was what? Number one, rebirth of the moral nature, and number two, intellectual awakening of Europe in the 15th and 16th centuries. And these two movements came, yeah, these two movements started. How these two movements started? You can say कि in parallel way, these two movements ran. Yeah, these two movements went on, and you will come to know these two movements just covered the basic point. And what was that? Reformation means what? Reformation means rebirth of the moral nature of man, and Renaissance means intellectual awakening in the 15th and 16th century. In Italy, whose influence had been uppermost in Elizabethan literature, the Renaissance had been essentially pagan and sensuous. In Renaissance, you find what? Pagan and sensuous all over Europe. It had hardly touched the moral nature. Renaissance didn't touch the moral nature, but on the basis of, if you talk about the religious theme or religious subject matter, you find what? You find pagan and sensuousness it has. But if you talk about of man, moral nature of man, the credit goes to which movement? The credit goes to Reformation, or you can say Puritan movement, because it revived. What did it revive? It revived. Yeah, we find the rebirth of the moral nature of man. So you find what? You find that these two movements are highly significant. These two movements are highly important, and we find moral nature of man, and it brought little relief from the deposition of rulers. It brought little relief from the deposition of rulers. So you will come to know why Puritan age, why Puritan movement is significant. Just I want to know, if you talk about Shakespearean tragedy, you find the stories of landlords, you find the stories of ministers, you find the stories of courtiers, you find the stories of you can say the people who were belonging to aristocratic class. But what do you find in the works of John Milton? Did Milton tell about king? Did he tell about fairy? Did he tell about something, you can say landlords, landladies, ministers? No, not at all. Milton's Paradise Lost is means what? Falling of Adam and Eve. And falling of Adam and Eve means what? Falling of Adam and Eve means the downfall of human being. Human being का downfall रहा है. So what I want to tell you कि this particular movement is important, because this movement ultimately just told who are we. Who are we means कि we people. Why God sent us? What is the meaning of life? And after passing earthly life, where we have to go? हमें जाना कहाँ पर है? तो उसमें गुडनेस की बातें, वर्च्यू की बातें, मोरालिटी की बातें, जीसस क्रिस्ट का जो संदेश है, all these things we find. Purity of soul, purity of heart, these things we find. Now the second point, if I take Rama and Manisha, just I want to know, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, okay. So if I take the second point, in second point you will come to know कि reformation had two chief objects. Reformation का दो chief object था. The first was personal righteousness. ये point बहुत important है. The first was the personal righteousness. पर्सनल राइचियसनेस का मतलब क्या होता है? आदमी व्यक्तिगत रूप से क्या हो? व्यक्तिगत रूप से उसके अंदर नैतिकता हो. व्यक्तिगत रूप से इंडिविजुअली वह पर्सन जो है क्या होना चाहिए? वह पर्सन, उसमें राइचियसनेस होना चाहिए, उसमें गुडनेस होना चाहिए, उसमें वर्च्यू होना चाहिए. अपलिफ्टिंग ऑफ मॉरल वैल्यूज, अनलॉकिंग ऑफ सोल, अनलॉकिंग ऑफ हार्ट. या ही एनी पर्सन शुड imbibe the concept that he is a true devotee in the eye of God. And to be true devotee in the eye of God, what we must follow the principles of Puritanism, that was purity of soul, purity of heart, uplifting of moral values. तो जो सबसे पहली बात कही गई है, the first was personal righteousness. If you talk about Renesha, in Renesha you also find the same thing, but there the thing is on the basis of intellectualism. There the thing is on the basis of individual identity. एक आदमी की व्यक्तिगत पहचान क्या है उसको लेकर के बात की गई है। लेकिन यहाँ पर एक आदमी के अंदर नैतिक पहचान को इम्पोर्टेंस दिया गया है। रिफॉर्मेशन में आदमी की नैतिक पहचान को, उसकी आध्यात्मिक सोच को, उसके अंदर के गुडनेस वर्च्यू को, वह कैसे एक गॉड की नजर में ट्रू डिवोटी बन सकता है, यह है, इसको इम्पोर्टेंस दिया गया है। The second was civil and religious liberty. This is the second point. Ki when I talk about, yeah, when I take this movement, you will come to know the second was what? The second was civil and religious liberty. If you go with these heads, if you take these points, you will come to know what? You will come to know ki civil and religious liberty. In other words, it aimed to make men honest and to make them free. What was the objective of Puritan movement? The objective of Puritan movement was to make men honest and to make them free. If you talk about freedom, you find liberalism, you find humanism, even in relation. But what type of freedom it is talking? It is talking such type of freedom because in the Middle Ages, the people were chained, the people were made slave, the people were enslaved, the people were put into prison. But what type of prison? That was the prison of, you can say, fear. That was a prison of dismaying atmosphere. And you will come to know कि Puritan movement just broken out that fear, because that fear was established by whom? By bishop, by churchmen, by you can say those who were the religious representative. They they put the people in a prison, that was a prison of fear, that was a prison that you have looted the thing, all these things you will come to know. So what I want to say, what I want to tell you, whenever you go, first try to understand what the basic character it has. It has the characteristic of what? It has the characteristic, पहला, पर्सनल राइचियसनेस, आदमी व्यक्तिगत रूप से उसके अंदर कर्तव्य प्रायणता हो, वह व्यक्तिगत रूप से बेहतर हो, ये चीजें पर्सनल राइचियसनेस। एंड द सेकेंड वाज सिविल एंड रिलीजियस लिबर्टी, सेकेंड वाज सिविल एंड रिलीजियस liberty. In other words, it aimed to make men honest and to make them free. या उनको ऑनेस्ट बनाने का, उनको फ्री करने का, दिस इज अनदर पॉइंट। थर्ड वाज व्हाट? The political upheaval of the period is summed up in the terrible struggle between the king and parliament. Second important point, we find the struggle किसके बीच में? The king and the parliament. Already I told you who was the king. The king was Charles first. And who was the leader of the parliament? The leader of the parliament was Oliver Cromwell and Richard Cromwell. So you find these two parties, and there was what? There was the struggle, there was a conflict, and you will come to know king was assassinated in 1649. Already I explained it. So you find what? You find a struggle between the king and parliament, which resulted in the death of चार्ल्स, जिसका परिणाम स्वरूप क्या हुआ? चार्ल्स की हत्या की गई। कौन से चार्ल्स? चार्ल्स फर्स्ट की हत्या की जाती है। एंड द and at the block and the establishment of the Commonwealth under Cromwell. Elizabethan literature with all its diversity. On the other hand, you find what? On the other hand, you find Elizabethan literature with all its diversity had a marked unity in spirit resulting from the patriotism of all classes, their devotion to a queen. जो एलिजाबेथन लिटरेचर था उसमें वी फाइंड व्हाट? वी फाइंड डाइवर्सिटी, we find we find a marked unity in spirit. The people were united, they were not divided, but they were united, resulting from the patriotism, and the people were patriot, they were very loyal to their queen. जो पीपल थे वो एलिजाबेथन एज में बहुत ज्यादा लॉयल थे, एंड ऑन अ सिंगल कमांड ऑफ द क्वीन दे वर रेडी टू सैक्रिफाइस देमसेल्फ फॉर द नेशन, फॉर द सोसाइटी. But what you find? In Caroline age, in Puritan age, the people were not loyal to their king. The people were against Charles first. Even people themselves murdered that king. So you find this particular difference कि एलिजाबेथन एज में तो लोग उसके प्रति लॉयल थे क्वीन के प्रति, लेकिन यहाँ पे नहीं था. Classes their devotion to a queen who all her faults sought first the nation's welfare. Under the Stuarts, all this was changed. The kings were the open enemies of the people. The kings were the open enemies of the people. ये line important है किस एज में? Puritan age में. Because you find struggle between king, यानी king का मतलब court and parliament. Parliament का मतलब कि आम आदमी की सरकार. Are the supporter of the Oliver Cromwell. The country was divided by the struggle for political and religious. And you find here, when you find struggle, you will come to know country was divided for political and religious. And you also find the concept of what? Catholic and Protestant. Catholic and Protestant. So these things you find, these things you see. And here I would like to explain one other point. And liberty and the literature was as divided in spirit as were the struggling parties. Struggling parties. Literature was also divided. In some literature, you find they supported Puritan movement, someone supported Catholic, someone supported Protestant. So literature was also divided because it was not an age of contentment. Contentment का क्या होता है? संतुष्टि का. It was an age of uh, chaotic situation. It was an age of political humdrum, ups and downs. So these things you find. Other point here has been given. Elizabethan literature is generally inspiring. जो Elizabethan literature था, you find what कि people were inspired. Queen inspired their her own followers, and people were loyal to their queen. People were loyal to their nation. You find the concept of patriotism, and here you find कि it throbs with youth and hope and vitality. In Elizabethan age, the people were young and they have hope. They imagined, they compared their nation with another European nation, and there was a feeling of competition. They want to change their nation into a better world. You find the concept of utopia in Elizabethan age. लेकिन जैसे एलिजाबेथन एज खत्म हुआ तो आप देखते हैं वहां पे क्या होता है कि सिविल वार शुरू हो जाता है फ्रॉम 1642. That which follows speaks of age and sadness. Even its brightest hours are followed by gloom and by pessimism. This particular जो जो gloom और pessimism नजर आता है, ये दो वर्ड बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. कब नजर आता है gloom and pessimism? In Jacobean age, uh, and not Jacobean age, in Commonwealth period means Puritan age. Now the last point, Elizabethan literature is intensely romantic. यहाँ पे दोनों चीजों को कंपैरेटिव स्टडी चल रही है, एलिजाबेथन और प्यूरिटन एज. एलिजाबेथन लिटरेचर इज इंटेंसली रोमांटिक. जो एलिजाबेथन लिटरेचर वो कैसा रोमांटिक है. द रोमांस springs from the heart of youth and believes all things, even the impossible. In the literature of the Puritan period, one looks in vain for romantic order. जो जो आपका प्यूरिटन एज है उसमें रोमांटिक आर्डर. रोमांटिक का मतलब क्या होता है? एक्सेसिव यूज ऑफ इमेजिनेशन एंड ब्यूटी. You don't find this concept in Puritan age. In Puritan age, you find the biblical theme, the biblical characters. You find Adam and Eve. You find Jesus Christ. You find Satan. You find the revolt of Satan. These things you find. Puritan period, one looks in vain for romantic ardor, even in the lyrics and love poems. A critical intellectual spirit takes its place, and whatever romance asserts itself is in form rather than in feeling. वह क्या है? Form है rather than in feeling. A fantastic and artificial adornment of speech rather than the natural utterance of a heart in which sentiment is so stronger and true that poetry is only expression. In Elizabethan age, poetry is only expression, and poetry is how natural. Poetry is how you will come to know romance, and you find intellectual spirit also. So these things you find, these things you come to know. And here I just want to tell you why I have taken, because in my previous lecture I only told you the impact of Renaissance and Reformation, but always the people think what is Puritan age, and what which age is known as Puritan age, and what do we find in Puritan age. So we must know the age of Milton means Puritan age. The age of Milton means such a age where we find the culmination of Reformation. The age of Milton means such type of age where we find civil war, where we find, you can say, press was censorship, where we find theater was banned, where we find Charles First was assassinated, where we find religious subject matter, biblical theme, biblical characters, and where we find the impact of classicism. So these were the point, these were the things which I have discussed for you. If you have any point, you can just discuss with me, and I would like to inform you, since tomorrow I will discuss only one point, that is what लिटरेरी टर्म एंड न्यू लिटरेचर का कॉन्सेप्ट, यही दो चीजों को लेके बात होगी। क्योंकि इधर चीजें जो बताई गई थी उसमें ये होता था कि ये पोर्शन तो बता दिया गया, बट आई डिडंट डिस्कस विद यू इन अ डिटेल्ड वे, and there was a confusion ki puritanism, what is reformation, what is relation, and how it is linked with each other, how it is linked with each other, and then the role of John Milton. So in this way, I have done this particular job, and I also tell you the difference between Elizabethan age and आपका प्यूरिटन एज में। प्यूरिटन एज में जितना भी पॉलिटिकल हमड्रम है, प्यूरिटन एज में जो अप्स एंड डाउन्स है, प्यूरिटन एज में जो कैटिक सिचुएशन है, प्यूरिटन एज में जो किंग का मर्डर हुआ है, प्यूरिटन एज में जो और तमाम दिक्कतें या दुश्वारियां थी, आई डिस्कस विद यू, आई टोल्ड यू, and after it you can just go with what, after it you can just go and make a comparison, a chart, the difference between Elizabethan and Puritan. If you have any doubt, any query, any suggestion, you can say some, किसी को। रमा, मनीषा, इंदू मैडम।
No, sir.
No, no doubt.
ओके ओके। तो नाउ बाइंडिंग अप, अभी दो सेशन और होगा, इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे नहीं होगा। जो मैटर आज आपको भेजा गया वो दूसरे प्लेटफॉर्म पे, वहां पे रिफॉर्मेशन को लेकर डिस्कस करेंगे, बट आई विल सेंड दैट वीडियो, यू हैव टू वॉच इट एंड नोट डाउन।